A brand new edition of Panther Sports Talk is coming your way with a breakdown of the volleyball team's non-conference competition against Texas, Kentucky, Creighton, Iowa State, and USC. We spotlight one of the best receivers in FCS football. Check in with head coach Jon Bermel for a preview of the men's golf season. Bring you a story on a first-team all-conference volleyball player. And we have some incredible highlights from the past week. Panther Sports Talk starts now.
Panther Sports Talk